Well, trying to find any new information on the water treatment facility has been nearly impossible. All I can do is work with the information that I have at hand. I found the artist responsible for the illustrations in this informational pamphlet, and he's agreed to speak with me. Hello.
Hello.
When the city hired you for the job, what kind of illustrations did they say they were looking for?
They did not give details. All they asked of me was that I create the most terrifying images I could imagine.
So would you say the city was trying to use fear to coerce the public into supporting this project?
Absolutely. I think this is the best example of propaganda you can find anywhere today.
And that's saying a lot, considering your extensive career. Matter of fact, you were notorious for work similar to this in Frankfurt. Especially during the early 40s.
I do not know what kind of investigative journalist you are. I have never been anywhere near Europe, let alone Frankfurt.
Sorry, where are you from?
I was born and raised in Brasilia.
Brazil?
Yeah. Hail Pele!
Okay, sorry. Back to you, Jeff.
One of the most difficult things we ever have to deal with in life is watching a hero fall from grace. I bet many of you wouldn't believe me if I told you I was referring to Chris. Hell, I had a difficult time believing it myself. And that's because I loved Chris like he was my own son. Maybe that's why I was so eager to put him atop a pedestal despite seeing early signs of his moral decay. Like his insatiable need to steal office supplies. Or his double life as a peeping Tom.
I love creeping on high schoolers.
But I discovered something of Chris that I can't forgive. And to those of you who insist on remaining incredulous, I suggest that you take off your rose-colored glasses. 'Cause I'm about to hit you with the facts.
Just take a look at this, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Chris? Chris? Chris?
What?
What's your favorite color?
I'm not doing another interview today.
What's your favorite color?
Beige. It's still beige.
If you were stranded on a deserted island, but you had the choice of the one type of food available to you, what would it be?
That would never happen.
Do you like cats?
No.
Who doesn't like cats?
I'm deathly allergic to them.
Didn't you have a cat growing up as a kid?
Yes, but it eventually ran away.
Do you like boats? I had reached Chris's boiling point, and the situation became dangerously close to erupting into blind violence. But I knew I couldn't run. I had to stay to uncover the truth. So Chris had a cat that he was deathly allergic to, that simply ran away. Is this nothing more than a convenient coincidence? Sure, it might seem that way to someone who's not willing to investigate further. These are all the cats that had gone missing in New West since the time Chris was born. Had all of these cats also just run away? I don't think so. I think it's obvious that Chris is bumping off cats for his own amusement. But how has he been getting away with it, you ask? Well, another strange thing I noticed about Chris was how he was always eating this unidentifiable substance. Is this just a revolting snack, or Chris disposing of the evidence? Now, I'm not one to make unsubstantiated allegations. I realize that I'm going to need science on my side. And that's why I consulted a specialist to help me determine the elemental composition of this substance. And that specialist was Drew, because he's always been into science-y type things.
Drew, can you tell me whether this sample is indeed cat? Drew, that's all I needed to know.
Those of you who don't own a cat might think you and your loved ones are in the clear. Well, think again, because just the notion of Chris skulking through the streets and devouring house pets is already having a detrimental effect on the mental well-being of your children. Soon, there will be a pandemic. Okay, take two. Soon there'll be a pandemic of bedwetting amongst our youth, as the very image of Chris now haunts their delicate psyche. How do I know this? I did an experiment.
Okay, we're just going to do a psychological experiment.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to show you a picture of a man, and I just want to gauge your reaction. No? Nothing? Well, looks can be deceiving. Let's show something a little more revealing. Look, he's eating your kitty, and judging by the placid look in his eyes, he's already eaten. So he's probably just playfully mowing on this suffering creature. Bingo bango! Right now, Chris's rage is directed towards our feline brethren. But at what points will Chris lose his shit and turn on his own? Since I know him better than anyone else, I've created an alert system to let you know what level of threat you're under. Right now, we're all the way up to Tabby. Now don't consider this disparaging news, people. Consider this an essential reminder of the importance of our constitutional rights as citizens to form our own armed militias to protect ourselves when the system of law enforcement fails to do so.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
What? It's not real.
For the past 2 months, I have watched you turn tabloid.
Whoa. You watch your mouth. Tabloid?
Yeah, tabloid. What do you call this? Is this objective journalism?
If you're jealous of the Bat Boy story, you can have it.
Actually, you know what? This isn't even tabloid. This is propaganda.
Propaganda of the truth?
Shut up! I've got to get going.
Where are you going? I thought you were doing the Bat Boy story.
Laura? Yeah, I need to come over.
Oh, hey, remember you said you put in a good word for me?